way to do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it.
How's it going? It's Fat Sammy here from PulseBitcoin.win, from Hex.com and PulseChain.com. How you doing? Hope you're all having a nice spring day. It's beautiful here in England today. It's been beautiful for the last 3 weeks, so just enjoying the weather and the nature, and also enjoying this amazing crypto pump. It's great. All the bears have run off to the woods, as we said last video. They've been proven wrong. We are back in the game. All those people shouting, oh, we're in the bear market. We're in the bear market about a month ago. God, they were tiring. Look, my opinion on that is, worst case scenario, you've got till November. You follow the traditional 4-year cycles, sure. You could argue, okay, we top out in November. That's when the RSI kind of goes to the rejection point on the general markets. Sure, that's possible. So I think we have at least until November to keep riding this up. And obviously, being in the second phase of the parabolic phase of the bull run, which is just starting to get warmed up now. You could argue that, end of November is the time where you kind of sell and go away. But I'm hearing a lot of stuff from some interesting people talking about perhaps an elongated bull market that might go into 2026. And that's something to think about, right? I'm not convinced, but I'm verging on about 40% that might be a chance that we continue this bull run into 2026. Now, from my understanding, I'm no expert on financial markets, but my understanding, it seems like this bull run has been a lot more drawn out in the behavior of Bitcoin. So let's say before it would go straight up quite parabolically, and we didn't have these long drawn out kind of consolidation periods. But as you know, over the last year or so, we've had these 2-3 month consolidations, which makes me think that perhaps this is a longer drawn out process. And obviously now we're seeing huge adoption of big money now slowly moving into crypto. Banks, financial institutions. And obviously Ethereum was so heavily oversold that if we followed the traditional cycle of the last 3 cycles, right, we would have seen Ethereum and altcoin season start to really push up, in November last year, and maybe end of summer, early autumn this year. But it doesn't seem to have played out that way, right? So it seems like we've started this altcoin season. And I say started altcoin season because ETH was in that downward wedge, right, for a long time. And it finally broke out, massive bullish pattern, and it did do that V-shaped recovery, which lots of us predicted it would. So we've just started this V-shaped recovery. I think ETH will be back up at 4K in no time at all. Look how quickly it's risen already. And that ETH to BTC ratio is really starting to warm up, but look how much room it's got to move. So I think the second half of this bull run, or certainly let's say Q2, Q3 of this year, will definitely be the time to be in Ethereum. And now we're just starting to see the alts wake up, AVAX start to explode. Solana, although Solana's another issue, I don't think Solana's going to perform. I think Solana was the big performer at the start of the bull run, but it's just too weak, too many hacks, too much kind of yeeting or jeeting, however you pronounce it. I think that was the kind of soy boy, kind of spotty teenager in his mum's basement. But I think when serious money's moving in, people are going to go to ETH and people are going to go to ETH derivatives. The new Petra upgrade is amazing. I'm drifting off now. But yeah, it's been a fantastic week for PulseChain. Obviously, Richard Hart being back. That's really cool. Every DeFi project does need leadership. As much as we pretend it doesn't, it does need centralized leadership. And Richard Hart, being such a flamboyant and interesting character, also a rumored billionaire, his words do have power. And Hexicans and his tribe have suffered a lot. They've gone through a very elongated bear market for alts. This was most certainly the longest bear market. Liquidity's been pulled, so I do think that PulseChain and Hex is really going to explode, as well as pulseX, all those sort of things. And you've got people like Rack and Michelle, who's a mixed opinion. A lot of people call him a cheater and a dumper, but look, selling is part of the game. If someone raises millions and millions of dollars into your chain and they sell, well, that's their prerogative, that's their right. So don't be mad at them. Look what he's doing now. He seems to be working some angles, getting some marketing going. So for me, that's good. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So yeah, I'm very bullish on Hex. Managed to buy some more at the bottom about a month ago, so that's cool. Managed to get some more pulseX, and also I was loading up on PulseBitcoin when it was dirt cheap and everyone was calling it dead, and I had people jumping in telling me, dude, what are you doing with that project? It's gone. Why don't you just give up? It's like, dude, I've got conviction. Have you heard of that? And it makes me laugh. So many people pretend they have conviction. They talk about diamond hands. And it's just, largely, it's bullshit, right? It's bullshit. Like, don't talk to me about conviction. Conviction is, it's not believing in a product because you think it's better. And then as soon as a couple of whales dump and move on to something else, you suddenly lose your shit, you lose your pants, and you run off into the woods crying. No, that's not conviction. Conviction is knowing that you're onto something and believing in it and reinforcing in that belief when everyone else gives up. Let's take ETH PulseBitcoin, for example. The Ethereum side of PulseBitcoin, the original one, before it was copied over to PulseChain. The big whales left. All those so-called diamond hands got washed out because they felt, oh no, the whales are gone. There's no big daddy here to save me. Oh, I better jeep my bags and run away to something else and buy something else when it started moving. Sure, you might pick some good things to buy. Or you could have been smart. You could have realized the code's exactly the same. Those big players that tried to scam you with their other bullshit have gone. And the immutable code keeps running. The halvings keep going on. And now you've got another 2 halvings under your belt. So those people that got totally enough to be destroyed through bad leadership, through bad positioning, not knowing how to manage liquidity pools, they've been replaced by new people. Well, some of us have been here a long time. We've repaired the damage, repaired the ship, and the coding and the halvings is all working in our favor. And now look what just happened. We've got another couple of wallets accumulating massively. And yeah, we've just done 1,200% in, well, 1,100% in what, 3-4 weeks? What more do you want? Liquidity is looking good. We got about 25% of liquidity locked for up to 10 years by the true believers. And PulseChain side, I'm sure that's going to fly up, but that's going to fly up through different metrics, right? So the PulseBitcoin on the ETH side has flown up because people that are in the know and people that talk to us, and by the way, it's not a hidden club. You can come talk to me, talk to any of us anytime. We've been buying up ETH while it was super low, using things like Aave, borrowing against. If you bought too high, you borrow against. If you've got conviction, you double down at the bottom. That's what we did. And also, we're getting new people interested in it. Not just your average person going on Twitter and harvesting someone with like $100, $200. Oh, please buy this, please buy this. No. We don't want people that are going to come in and just be exit liquidity. And we're not really playing that game. We're playing a long game. So finding good partners who know that we know how to make money with the top 10 altcoins, ETH, AVAX, stuff like that. And as the year progresses, we slowly drip feed into our project, PulseBitcoin, the better Bitcoin. So Why have you seen Pulse Bitcoin go up 12x, 11x in the last 3 weeks? Well, it's because ETH has gone up. And we never went away. The hardcore Pulse Bitcoins never went away. It's just we didn't have much money to spend in the last 3 months because crypto was down. Now it's moving up. You can see Pulse Bitcoin is coming back very aggressively. And it's exactly the same as what's going to happen with PulseChain. Very similar. The sacrifice money went into Ethereum. Very similar to us. And Richard Hart's back. Court case out of the way. Same as our scandal. Scandals are out of the way. And now ETH is moving up, which brings up Pulse. And you're going to see more and more people in PulseChain or in Pulse Bitcoin or in Hex that start making money outside of the market and moving it into PulseChain, moving it into PulseChain related projects. And then you're going to have the glory days. But I would say don't sit on the side and wait for that. You've already had your marker. Richard Hart's timing was very good. Very good. Our timing was good. Is your timing good? What are you waiting for? So it's not financial advice, of course, but I would just like to say, like, if you believe in something, don't just say you believe in it. Like, get involved with the community. Find out what's going on. Like, you should know what's going on with all your investments. You know, it's the same as like people that buy stocks, right? If you buy $2 million of a stock, are you going to the meetings? Are you reading the announcements? They could have been taken over by some woke crowd and, you know, be selling their stock out the back door while you're buying it. You have to know what's going on. What new products are they releasing? What information can you get? Because essentially you're investing in a business. Cryptocurrency is not exactly a business, but it's very similar. You have to know what's going on and pay attention. So it's funny when I see these people selling as we go up, you just think, my God, sir, you're either desperate for money or you're very ill-informed. Well, either of them are bad, but anyway, yes, I'm just here in Norfolk at the moment. My car broke down, so I'm stuck here for another day, waiting for the mechanic to come out. But yes, let's keep going, guys. Go to pulsebitcoin.win for more information. Or you can jump in the Telegram. I'll put it in a comment so you know the right place to be. There are scam groups out there. And get involved and make some money with us and have some fun. All right, guys, take care.
I'm investing all my money, I'm investing all my powers. I work a lot, that's why I meditate for hours. I'm in the sauna, then the ice cold showers. Then I'm tripping out on psychedelic flowers. I'm tripping, but I'm resting all the time. I'm working 24/7.